Kevin Barnes here with BB&R Design Build, here with our designer extraordinaire, Jane Barnes Interiors. We're back here in Sudbury. This was a fun project with a past client we did work for years ago at another house they owned, and she had us back. Beautiful townhouse project, property here, and outdated kitchen, very dark wood colors, and just really looking to update it, which no major changes to the layout. The overall configuration stayed the same, but we definitely looked for as many opportunities as we could to maximize the space. Jane will talk about the interior design aesthetic components, but just little shifts like shifting the refrigerator down to maximize countertop space because there was just dead space there, and finding better use of the cabinet storage, which we'll show some of that stuff, and just an overall better layout. The biggest improvement here was the aesthetics of it.
Yeah, definitely the aesthetics, but just to speak to what Kevin's saying, this client is an avid chef. She cooks every single day, tons of fresh produce, organic chef. So we really listened to the way she uses the space and wanted to use the space so that we could understand her process and what made sense to improve here or there. And so like Kevin said, we didn't really make a fundamental change to the footprint because it worked really well, but we did make some changes to drawer placements, cabinets, pull-out drawers. Next to the built-in ovens, we added beautiful pull-out drawers because she has a number of appliances that she wants to use on occasion but not have them out on her counter. She likes to keep everything very, very sparse and clean. And so we just took all that information like we do for all of our projects and really, cultivate that into a beautiful design plan that gives them the look that they want but the functionality that they need. And obviously this is a beautiful kitchen. The colors are gorgeous. And the cabinetry before was really lovely cabinetry. It was just darker, it was a little bit dated, and it didn't really reflect the sparkling personality that this client has. So she really wanted an update, and she just wanted something light and fresh. And this was actually a pretty easy design project because she knew what she wanted in terms of backsplash. She showed me a picture. So we got that tile, we installed it. It's this beautiful glass tile that has blues and greens striated through it, so it has a very coastal essence to it. And so to complement that, we did white cabinetry, and this cabinetry is inset, so it is the highest level of cabinetry in terms of the craftsmanship of it. It's beautiful, it's seamless, it's just absolutely beautiful. We did a beautiful hood above, which previously she hadn't had, so it really adds the the architectural focal point that any space needs, but gave us some balance and symmetry to the hood as well. And then you can see these gorgeous lights, and actually my client sourced them. They're beautiful, they're from Germany. I just love the pop of color that they add to the space. They really punctuate the white cabinetry, so we get some texture, we get some interest, and obviously the pop of color. I love how they're translucent and just make a perfect size for this little eat-in area. I obviously helped her with the colors and the sizes of these fixtures, but she found them, and then opted to add this gorgeous light fixture above the table, which she previously hadn't had a light fixture there. And I just really love to have a hanging light fixture above a table. I think it really helps to identify a seating area and eating space. And we are all like creatures that want to gather around a light source. So this light's beautiful, and I chose the colors for her, but I love how we have a little bit of the green, a little bit of a different color blue. It's just beautiful. And she already had these chairs that were this gorgeous tealish blue, and so I suggested she get the matching bar stools for this little eating area, so she did, and she's just a joy to work with, and I love how it came out. It's just beautiful. So one of the requests for this client was that she had this existing white quartz table that she really loved. It's round, it was perfect, met her needs. So she wanted to find a quartz countertop that would coordinate it, if not match it. So I was able to do that, found a really beautiful white quartz that complements the existing table, but also supports this new improved design and color story in the space. And I just love the way it turned out. It's just clean, it has a pencil edge, and you know, the cabinetry just is perfect in this space. I love, love, love how this turned out.
Favorite part about the project, number one, that we weren't taking down walls like we normally do. We didn't have to gut it. It was a project which in terms of the overall construction was minimal compared to a lot of our projects. But I love that the way we were able to, just through slight changes, make much better use of the space. You know, like she used to have a freestanding trash can next to the fridge. We were able to extend this peninsula behind us a little bit, work in a trash pullout, which opened up room to shift the refrigerator down so we could add more storage space. So now she's got a ton of drawers, rollouts, you know, just great storage space. You know, even the tall cabinets next to the double wall ovens were just deep shelves. Now she has the rollouts in there. So just overall, the space itself didn't change that much, but the overall functionality and the use of space is so much better.
Yeah.
And even when our cleaning crew came in here at the end of the job, they walked in and were like, oh wow, like just the pop of color is great. So it just looks, you know, the overall improvement with minimal overall change to the structure is really nice. Where a lot of our projects, the improvement is, in addition to the aesthetics, is the overall layout because you're opening up walls or doing some major reconfiguration. So this one was nice in terms of that. Not that it was necessarily easier, but just a little different than the normal. We didn't have to rip things apart and knock things down.
Yeah, and as usual, it was a collaboration between the client and us, you know, listening to the way she used the space, how she wanted to use the space, and with our knowledge of, you know, kitchens and how to use them to the best ability with the most storage and functionality, we were able to come up with a lot of different configurations where previously she had cabinets, now she has pull-out drawers. She has a lovely space for trays and cutting boards, and just, you know, we really had a really nice collaboration to land where she felt it would work best for her, and taking into consideration, you know, our expertise.
And minor lighting changes, even like, you know, lighting layout, under cabinet lights, and just a little bit of the lighting changes behind us made a big difference in the space.
Yeah, and working with a repeat client is always really nice because, you know, you already have that inherent trust and she knows us, and so it was really easy and delightful to work with her, and the end result is gorgeous.
I think one of the biggest challenges, you know, sometimes trying to work with an existing layout, like the peninsula, you know, was built and framed a little bit funky, but we wanted to order the new cabinets prior to rip everything out. So we had to really order things in a way that it would fit together nicely without having to deal with floor patching and that type of thing, because even if you're off just a little bit, and you could open up some patches that you don't necessarily want to deal with. They end up sanding and refinishing all the floors on the first floor anyway, which we helped them to do. You know, and that was one little challenge we had. We had to clear out all the furniture in the whole space, and you know, it ended up, you know, getting a box truck to store everything temporarily, and, you know, dealing with all of that. But that's not all that unusual for a project.
Are you sick and tired of a dark and dreary kitchen, or a kitchen that just doesn't represent who you are and what your aesthetic is? If you'd like to see a renovation like this, why don't you give us a call and we'll see if we're a good fit for your renovation. You can check out more of our projects on our website, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.